Why did God allow or tolerate the Great War, the war in 1914-1918 in Europe among Christian peoples, all Christians, all evangelized for more than 1,000 years? When I mention the permission from God, I state this because God could well prevent things. He is the Almighty, of course. And so, if He doesn't prevent such atrocities, it's because He allows them. However, the cause of this war had been the pride of the European peoples. It turns out that thanks to Saint Thomas Aquinas, who in the Middle Ages said that intelligence should develop in the sense of reason and that faith was concerned with salvation, Western Europe began to gradually develop their scientific and philosophical knowledge to such issues, while in Islam the reverse occurred. During the same period, around the year 1000, Muslim sages forbade the development of science, so that as the Quran explained everything and therefore gradually science lost its power. Europe had been therefore powerful in the 19th century to the point of being able to conquer the whole world. These were to become the colonies. Obviously, when a people, wherever it is, have acquired absolute power, it believes itself to be the center of the world, which Europe did at that time. And so, every European peoples have seen themselves as the pinnacle of world civilization. Despite the voices of prophets who stated, "No, look, you are more barbaric than them. You impose your civilization upon them by means of arms, by massacring them, and they had been peaceful people." These heard voices became less and less numerous. Nevertheless, as pride progressed, sooner or later the fruits of the sin of pride became apparent. That means that the European peoples, all imbued within their pride, became mutually aggressive, non-compromising, and non-yielding. "I will never yield," each said accordingly. Who is responsible for the war in 1914? Is it Germany? No, the culprit appears to be all of Europe, and Pope Benedict XV will cry out, "Stop this cursed war." The motto of Pope Benedict XV, according to Saint Malachi, which may be an apocryphal prophecy, but whatever is, religion will be depopulated. It can be said that in the trenches of the 1914 war, all faith in glorious Europe with its science will die. We no longer believe in this. A whole new generation has grown up, having known what science may produce, which will leave positive hope, but which unfortunately also has this source which had been in the 1914 war. It will also abandon the faith in its own civilization. So there is a positive effect. It is the entry into a humble civilization which recognizes its wrongs, however with a terrible negative effect. This is a desire to no longer live, to no longer exist, and Europe discovered this within the trenches of 1914 war. As for the Catholic Church, the Protestant Church, those churches which took hold in Europe where they found their vitality, the church had become deeply traumatized. This will give birth in the 20th century to a deep reflection of the popes upon the vanity of many issues, on the low depth of evangelization, on the fact that the evangelization that we believe to be successful to be out to be repeated within the hearts of each generation. Unfortunately, however, it has only become a facade, a corpse with empty cathedrals, and when men still killing each other.